Um, Hello and welcome. So, originally I was doing a stream for Archibus Trip, but it was very bad timing as, for one, my eye had been completely fucked, which at the moment it's fine. There's a little bit of pain, and I believe it's still a noticeably kind of redness around, but it's not as bad as it was that day. The day when I started streaming was like, what, a day or two of it had, just started flaring up and it was right in the middle. So that's fine. And also at the same time, I said I felt sick, and as soon as I ended the stream, not even 10 minutes later, I was throwing up all night, and for the past couple of days, I was like, every night I was throwing up for some reason. Don't know why. But I'm back. I'm kind of at this moment just waiting. So I have plans to I kind of sat there contemplating my streams. And, I am fairly, it's 100% that I'm gonna get Dead Space when it comes out, and that's what I'm gonna stream. But I figured for before and after, I can find something in between. And I was getting into a Borderlands feel. I'm doing Tina's Wonderlands currently. It's like my second playthrough of it, and I'm, having fun. And when I mean second playthrough, I mean when I bought the game and played it on PS4, and this is me with it on PS5 now, because I couldn't get my old saves. And, Borderlands 3, my brother and my friend, we were all doing like a game thing where I think my friend was recording us doing the campaign, but he stopped, and my brother did us playing the DLC for streams. But I thought back and I was like, Borderlands 2, it's a great game, and part of me wanted to go back and replay it. And that's exactly what we're going to do now, except obviously, as you can see, I already have an old character. I checked, this is a character I've had from back in 2019. We're not doing that. We're going to start a brand new character and start from scratch.
Another story, huh? One where the very
But yeah, so again, I'm not going to make this a stream where I play this game every day. I'll stream this if I've got the time for it. And days like this, it's my days off from work, I don't have much to do. Low on money, so I'm like, I don't really want to do much, I'll just do a stream. But when I get Dead Space, I'm probably most likely going to primarily focus on that. So it's still not till next week. I'm going to pre-order it this coming, which is like in 2 days' time. And then, yeah, I will, whatchamacallit. So, we're getting to it.
Including the Hyperion Corporation. They came to Pandora to mine iridium and bring order to the savage planet. Through their excavations, Hyperion uncovered evidence of an even greater vault.
I got my little dog here, Puda, just sitting there looking at me.
Power to civilize the Borderlands once and for all. But Hyperion weren't the only ones searching for the next vault's alien power.
So if you didn't notice from the title screen, I did have an old character up and I did play it a bit.
Certain warriors came to Pandora.
I don't know if it's just me or not, but I realized with that particular character, I was able to do the DLC they did, that special one for after the game, which is leading into number 3. But I felt like I was really, none of my guns were doing much damage, and all the enemies were just way too overpowered. And I don't know if that was because I was in True or Ultimate. I'm pretty sure it should have been in True, because they weren't regenerating health, but again, at this point, I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna skip this because it's a song, and I don't want to be copyright. So, one thing to note with me, base game, I'll go with Maya, but DLC onwards, I'm always going to go with the Necromancer. It's just, I don't know what it is, so I should have most of the customization. Because, yeah, again, I've played this game a long time ago. See, I like these looks, but they also, in my opinion, don't look... Because, like, with her, it's like she's got a hoodie with a hoodie attached to it. Yo, that one? What do we got? If there's a purple and cyan one, I'd be all over that because those are my signature colors, but I don't think there is. That's not purple, it's blue. But that'll do. I might change the head a bit though. Yeah, no. Kind of like the pirate head, so I'll go that. Might change. Might be a different skin for it. Oh. Well, we do have purple colors. Okay. I'm gonna spend like half an hour in the main screen. I just know it. Is there one specifically for this? That's our main one. That'll do. I always have a thing of naming my characters based on things I like, so like Bailey or Lucy or... So, let's just continue on. This first stream is probably just gonna be me. My favorite point in the game is getting to Sanctuary, but in this game, that's like a good couple hours of gameplay, so I'm probably just gonna play as much as I can, maybe a couple hours, like 2 at best, and then end it, and we'll just see how it goes.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am a CL4P TP steward bot, but my friends call me Claptrap. Or they would if any of them were still alive, or had existed in the first place. Oh, I've got something for you. Here, take this Echo communicator that I totally didn't loot from one of these corpses. It comes with a Class 12 heads-up display, complete with a mini-map. Now, come, friend. Let's get you inside.
Okay.
Man!
I might just set up... a Ruby Relic. Might set up my... I nicked... I got this sore on my finger and I nicked it, so now the scab's gonna start bleeding again. Alright, I'm gonna... open to YouTube just in case I have a comment section. Right, so I should have some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a place to put my phone well, so I'm just gonna sit it in my lap here. Yeah, so I got a bunch of shit. I'll replace those two. Got the fireworks grenade, increased loot.
Everything soon, but know this. You're alive for a reason.
Yeah.
And I am here to help you.
Ah. That was different. Was it? I feel like the way that Angel was on screen, it felt a bit... okay, so one thing that's different from what I've done before. Back on when I played this game, it was on the PS3, and then I moved to PS4, but I didn't play as much on the PS4, so... one thing that's new in this game that I didn't put beforehand was this HD texture pack. So I've downloaded that, but
Just a little added security.
I don't really know if that's like gonna make a big difference or not. Like, obviously the game plays as smooth as it can for a PS4 game on PS5, but I don't know what differences they're gonna be.
Sorry about the mess. Everything Jack kills, he dumps here. Bandits, vault hunters, claptrap units. If I sound pleased about this, it's only because my programmers made this my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed.
Ah, this game has its
Creatures
humor.
around here are dangerous. None more than this bullywog named Knuckle Dress. Killed everyone I know. Anywho, I keep
Ooh.
a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergencies. But in here, we should be pretty safe. Ah!
No, not his eyeball. Let me just check the sound on my screen. Okay. I'm very weird about, because I swear I will have settings for a stream and stuff set, but then I come back and play it and the settings have changed, and I don't know if that's just me or not, but I'm very worried about that. I remember one time I was doing on the PC, I made an entire, like, stream, I think. And I ended up... See, she showed up again, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see if she looked different or not. But, yeah, I remember I did an entire, like, 2-hour stream. And then I go to watch it, like, a couple days later and find out there was not only no game audio, but not even of my voice, so it was not good. And on the PC I've always had issues with, because I felt like every time I did a stream, on console I just loved jumping on and starting shit. But on PC I felt like I had to take so much time to, you know, plan stuff. So as you can see, we've got all these other stuff that we can technically play. But I'm not going to do any of them. Maybe if I end up streaming this game to the end of the game, I might consider playing each of them. Because some of them are short, like the Headhunter DLCs are like a nice 2 hours each, they could be done in a stream. But every other one might be, you know, the big DLCs, so like, I feel like, I don't know if this is a series I'd be able to go in that way. Maybe I'm thinking things wrong. Maybe she's always looked like that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played this game. I think I had just had a PS4 for like the first year when I kind of stopped playing this. So that was what, back in 2016 maybe. I had a save file from 2019. So I suppose that technically, but I don't remember playing it a lot back then, so I don't know what I did back in 2019. I do remember the last time I was really into the game was back when that Fight for Sanctuary DLC came out. But like most of that year, that's all I was playing, but afterwards playing the DLC got boring. I've got Borderlands 3 under mine, I keep trying to mantle. You can't mantle in this fucking game. Oh. Oh. That'll be something that sucks about this game. I will have unlocked a lot of stuff already, so a lot of stuff I'll be like, yay, cool, but, you know.
The last bastion of the resistance against Jack, and the only place
the last bastion of American freedom.
Get to Sanctuary.
Another thing I remember about this game is legendaries are very not as common. I think Borderlands 3 was a game that surprised me because I would get a legendary drop almost every boss. You know, it felt like the game was just so much easier, and I always loved Borderlands 3 because it's a lot more modern and such. But one thing I do remember from this game is I think out of the years of Borderlands I've played, I think I've only ever gotten maybe close to, like, just under 10 legendaries in the entirety of every playthrough I did altogether. Just felt like legendaries were. I'm not including the whatever rarity they had in the new DLC, that rainbow one. You know, I got those pretty common. But yeah, everything else otherwise.
That'd be great. Thanks, Pumpkin.
Aw, thanks, Jack.
Oh, my eye just switched back on. I see a tough-looking minion and an incredibly handsome robot, which means that whoever has my eye...
Here we go.
...is very close.
Oh shit. Come on, boy.
Oh God! They're coming out of the wall spacers!
Boom. Fucked him up.
Woohoo! If you would, retrieve my eye for me. Oh, and I apologize for saying wall sphincter.
Right off the bat! Fucking legendary! Oh my god! Heck yes! So I'm pretty sure this is one of the earliest legendaries you can get, so... What luck? That's all I'm gonna say. What fucking luck? I didn't even notice it was a legendary. Oh, that is actually really fucking based.
Optic surgery is best left to professionals. My pal Hammerlock in Liarsburg can fix me up. Allons-y.
It's a very nice legendary too. Oh, the FOV on here. Can I change that? I don't know if I can or not. Unless this is the highest. Oh, the field of view is... That's the field of view already? I don't know. Feels a little less to me. Never mind.
Liarsburg's on the other side of this Hyperion barge. Let's say we cut through it, chum.
Well, anytime.
Ha! This door's Hyperion tech. Child's play. And open!
Intruders detected.
Oh shit.
Well, it was nice knowing you. I hear getting eaten alive by bullybogs isn't such a bad way to go.
Let me get that for you. Executing phase shift. You're welcome. Perks of being an artificial intelligence. I'm networked into almost everything on this planet. It's a long way to Sanctuary. Please take whatever you need for the journey ahead.
Part of me wonders if I should, download Borderlands 3 and stream that, because Borderlands 3 is still a pretty good game.
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, minion.
Right. Heading to the southern shelf.
This way!
How the fuck did you get there so fast?
Keep your wits about you, minion. This glacier's run by a bandit named Captain Flint. The jerk kept me as his torture plaything for a few months. We played games like Dodge the Blowtorch. And
although Borderlands 3 will be, I still think it's, much better than Borderlands 2 gameplay-wise, and it's got an ending that I love. I love Borderlands 2 a lot more because of the replayability, in my opinion. When this game came out, in between when the game first came out to, when the Handsome Collection came out and the Fight for Sanctuary came out, I had played through the campaign from start to finish, at least the main one, like almost a dozen times. Nothing to me will ever beat Dead Space 2. I think since I first played the game, like 2012, 2013. I've played Dead Space 2 from start to finish at least, like, I think it was like almost 30 times, including when I streamed it on the PC, so it won't be there, but I think Borderlands 2 is probably the second biggest game I've played a lot. I don't know what it was. I could just play through this game multiple times through all the DLC, and I liked it. Compared to Borderlands 3, I didn't play it as much times. Honestly, I've only ever played through the DLCs each once.
I suppose I am in your debt now, aren't I? Come to my shack and I shall restore Claptrap's sight. First, I shall shut off the electrical fence for you. Please stay back, Vault Hunter. Let Claptrap go first.
I knew Hammerlock would come around eventually. Me and him are like two peas in a pod. 2 bullets in a mag. 2 cannibal midgets in a fat guy's...
Ah, yeah, I forget. This was also... Borderlands 2 was a game where they called an enemy type a midget, and I remember hearing not many people liked that, hence why they changed the name in the later games. So it's going to be weird hearing him call them that. I'm sure a lot of enemy types in here will have different names, and it's going to be different.
I am Sir Hammerlock.
Classic Sir Hammy.
At your service. I came out here to research the bully moles for my almanac, but have men trapped me on this glacier. Many thanks for disposing of them, by the way. To survive a direct run in the Captain Flint's bandits. Unheard of. I'm headed to Sanctuary myself. From what I hear, the Crimson Raiders there could use a hero like you. Now, you could hand me the robot's eye, please.
Haven't found anything good.
Look at all this.
My weapon machines will fix that for you.
This.
All this stuff.
That should do it.
They're the bad guys that do one, huh?
Minion! Now I've got my eyesight back! And you're far uglier than I remember! Time to join up with the Crimson Raiders in Sanctuary! This place is full of nothing but murderers or jerkbags, like that Hammerlock dude!
I'm standing right here, dude. Now that Liarsburg is cleared, I might as well turn on the main power. This town's full of
Don't need
things
to bark.
used to a go-getting slayer of men like yourself.
Minion, roll out!
I see our fearless leader Jack is looking for you. Charming fellow, isn't he? Spouts drivel about bringing peace to the frontier, then shoots unarmed men, women, and children like it was going out of style. Ah, I'm spouting exposition again, aren't I? Apologies. Ah, there you are. Come on, work, curse you! Ah, fecal matter. The bounty board's broken. The resistance must have disconnected it before they left the sanctuary. I'd planned to put... Though Captain Flint killed everyone in Liarsburg, I see no reason that wild bullymong lollygag about the place, disrespecting the memories of the former townsfolk. If you could clear the town of them, that would be most gentlemanly.
The objectives on your HUD pertain to your active mission. You can change your active mission by using the mission log in your Echo device.
I'm going to do something real quick. I just got my roster in, and I'm going to have to quickly write this on the board so I know how... what times I'm working and stuff. So I'm just going to be off for like maybe 5 minutes at best. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so I just had to write my roster down. Now, I didn't have to change too much because my roster was generally the same. Compared to, oh wow, on this camera, this looks a lot brighter than it actually is. I guarantee you it's not this color. It's the lighting, I assume, because of the fact that, you know, it's dark in here and I've got, if you didn't notice from the roof, I've got, like, this Aurora Borealis looking effect and little green stars, so that's what that is, but yeah, so I mean, obviously work is work, but my roster's pretty decent compared to last week, so it looks like I have Tuesday off as well, so I'll work tomorrow, and then the next day, maybe even tomorrow afternoon, I might end up doing another stream. So, you know, I could stream after work, but a lot of times I finish late on work, so I usually just save for my days off. Where are you? Ah!
That's one area free of bullymongs. This would be an even greater achievement if anyone in Liarsburg was still alive to celebrate your victory, but still, well done!
Obviously, in early game, loot is loot, so I guess I'll just, you know, go with it as it is. But in later games, especially near the end, when it comes to games like Borderlands 3, I usually generally just go through loot, but when I play the game, say in Vault Hunter or something, then I generally just ignore everything but blues and above, so that's what I might end up doing here as well. Yeah, so this gun's single shot, but when you aim in,
Most efficacious.
you know, it's higher.
About raiding peaceful cities in the future. Hopefully.
At least they have the thing of, as long as I hold in the button, it'll just equip whatever I do. Ooh. Another one too. Weapons work differently in Borderlands 2 as well. Like, in Borderlands 3 there were more gimmicks. Like, Hyperion had shields when you aim in, Malawan were elemental, but they had, like, different effects. Cov, or Children of Vault weapons were, you know, didn't have magazines, but they overheated.
Please make Captain Flint's death as prolonged as possible, would you? If you're to survive
so, you know, just that sort of stuff. Like, in this game it was more just Malawan were elemental, that was it. So on and so forth. Okay. So I'll do I'm not going to do every side mission. I will do side missions just as a way to go up, because as you can see, there was that one mission I had which was, you know, level 5, and I'm only level 3, so I'll try and do missions to get us close to or on the level I'm supposed to be for recommended, but generally, like when I did my Skyrim playthrough, I'll just do technically the main campaign. You know, I'll save DLC stuff or big game stuff for another time.
Of course, I forgot. The safe house power box stopped working after Claptrap attempted to integrate with it.
What a kidder! Just get a new fuse for the elevator and ignore what he said about that power box.
A lot of adult humor in this series too, which, you know, it's fun. It's one of the, you know, like, in my opinion, it's what made the game stand out, because a lot of other games were more serious. This was like a shooter, but it just had that humor you go through, and it makes the game, you know, it was fun at least. It didn't feel like the game was lacking all that. Also, I forget, there's no fall damage in this game. Obviously, if you fall out of bounds, you still die, but... like say, I think there's a point where I can jump off that or something, and it doesn't do much. Fireworks! Good grenade, but up close it sucks.
Make a suggestion? You could shoot the fuse box to shut off the electricity, then grab the capacitor.
Oh! Maybe grab it with your teeth!
In general, ignore any advice Claptrap gives you.
Fucking... I forget that a few things in this game have that humor of, like that then. Like, you could have just kept running into that fence and dying. But, you know, you could just, you know, do it like the normal way. Ah, this is good. Yeah, like, part of me before starting this thought, maybe this isn't a game to stream, because I don't know if I'm going to commit to it like many of my other ones, and... It's a dated game compared to Borderlands 3 is more recent, and I really could have just streamed that. And, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and say I will say for 100% certainty I will commit to streaming this game fully, because I'm going to get Borderlands 3 downloaded tonight regardless, so I could end up getting that done and moving on to that. And again, by this weekend, yeah, by this, like, what, 5 days, I could just have, you know, I'll pre-order, you know, Dead Space tomorrow and have it played by this weekend. So, at this point, I am kind of ignoring it in general. But, you know, again, I don't know where I was going with that. Like, I could sit here and say, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna commit to this game, but at this point, I don't know if I will. So, you might see me just start streaming Borderlands 3 instead. You know, all I'm saying is, again, just all I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying, I'm sorry, I'm in a rut right now, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a legendary, so I'll keep it, but at some point I will replace it. Alright, before I turn back, I'll do this one.
Do you see my hat? It is the hat of a gentleman, and yet it's missing something, some je ne sais quoi. I think some bullymong fur might do the trick if you could bring me some. To harvest bullymong fur, you'll need to rip it from their hides with your bare hands. Just weaken a bullymong with gunfire, then finish him off with fisticuffs.
Racks are the worst thing ever. I'm an Australian, so magpies scare me. I am actually more afraid of magpies than the typical Australian man, so... enemies like rack in a video game are nightmare fuel for me. Was there a reason out here? I don't think so. Ah yes, when you run for a while your character starts making noise, and if you gauge, it's very... in a way. I think I remember playing... it might have been Borderlands 2 back in the day, and I had the TV on a bit too loud. You can imagine how that went. So... I did kill all these fuckers here, so I made that mistake. But you can go through this area, which is where another mission is anyway, that I'll probably end up doing. I'm just going to open YouTube again. Also, one thing I forgot to mention. So, in Borderlands, so you notice how my gun's a certain element. So my controller's glowing green right now. If I switch guns... you don't see it, but it changes to white. Maybe I'm close. It kinda... one thing that's something I remembered from the PS4, because the PS4 had the light there, but whatever element your gun was when you switched to it, that's what element it would be.
I'll keep you that way. I'll patch you up whenever you...
I miss Zed.
Nothing like a good sale.
I don't know what Borderlands or Gearbox were thinking, but they were like, hey, Zed's a character, and then for Fight for Sanctuary, the DLC they did, they're like, he's still a character, and then Borderlands 3, he's just nowhere. Alright, now I have to beat these fuckers.
Stunning riposte. Now collect the fur. In addition to making that sample will do admirably.
I'm here.
Polymorph is injured. Deliver the coup de grace with your melee weapon.
Might have been a bad idea.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
I can take you.
Ooh, are you collecting polymorph fur? I love that.
Did I pick it up? I guess I did. No!
I overheard Claptrap asking you for the polymorph fur you're collecting. Yes, I fear he would do something irredeemably stupid with it, like make a mohawk out of it or something.
Get me up!
If you bring me the fur, I shall give you one of my finest sniper rifles. He's weak. Now finish him off with a melee strike.
So, Hammerlock wants to give you a sniper rifle. I laugh at his offer. Ha! If you bring me the fur, I'll give you a badass shotgun I found in the hands of a dead bolt hunter. It's really fresh. You can still smell the sadness on it.
Wonderful. You've gotten all the fur I need.
Now, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You can give it to Hammerlock, you can give it to Claptrap. I've never given it to Claptrap enough to remember what he gives you and if it's better or not. Honestly, I don't care for either. I mean, I'm using a shotgun currently, so I'm sure the shotgun would work. But morally, my moral compass is, you know, like, obviously Hammerlock is the dude to give it to. So that's just what I'm gonna do.
Let me know if anything catches your eye. May it keep you safe in your travel. Remember, we're all...
Get your health and shields right here.
One thing I love about what I loved about Gage too is she's one of those characters who has like a skill that she regenerates health, and I love regenerating health in games, so when I do get to that point, I'm probably gonna choose that. It's just me, I don't know why, regenerating health is cool. Oh, was that an enemy somewhere? There's a barrel. Okay, Okay, there might be something here. Sometimes you get those platforming sections where there is something to it. Like, see there. I don't know how one gets up there, but clearly you do to get that. You know, there are chests and stuff around here I want to keep an eye on, because they might give me boosts. You know, obviously you could find something good out of them. Jesus. These chests giving me nothing. That's right, I remember you can look in these and they tell you, or show you something. Pretty sure they also give you one of those, if you're somebody who likes doing challenges and stuff, a lot of things in this game have a challenge to it, so really, you're gonna do a challenge doing everything around here, and one of them is looking through those little things. Alright, so, Hammy, where are ya? There you are.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter! You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass. Would you like to do battle with a midget riding piggyback?
Alright, so we did that one. Yeah, we get just that sniper, so...
The answer is yes. Please proceed to the southern shelf and defeat
Midgemong for me. If the answer is no, you are sad and I have no desire to speak with you further.
I know Midgemong can drop a certain... So one thing about Borderlands 2 is although legendaries can drop anywhere, some enemies/bosses drop unique, you know, legendaries that are mainly for them. I don't know if that's much the case in the third game, but in the second game, there were, you know, enemies that it obviously, you get legendaries when you get them, but some enemies have a better chance of getting certain ones. Excuse me. And I remember this enemy being the case. I can't remember the legendary, but I know it just, I don't know why, this enemy reminds me of just the idea of you're gonna get particular legendaries of enemies. So as much as I, you know, purple hair, I did go through the effort of bleaching my hair and then fucking putting purple in it. Part of me also has thought about, you know, dyeing it again. I don't know what I'm going to dye it, nor do I know if I will properly. Because the reason why my hair's so purple is, again, I dyed it with Nordic Blonde, which bleached it, and then the other dye I used... Ooh, that's one I don't have. And then the other dye I used was the same. It had peroxide in it, so it just double bleached my hair. So I feel like at this point, the only time I could get my hair color back is if I shave it off and grow it again. Or I dye it black. Or, like, you know, blonde again. Oh, that's a badass. Right, moving on. Okay, in Borderlands 3, I think it's more of a thing of you just pick up stuff when you walk over it. In this game, it's not always the case. So, I remember there is two sections. There's this section I'm going through now. This is like an extended section where I swear, it's another reason why games like this have good exploration, because they've got stuff like this that's out of the way. There's nothing over here in the way of missions and stuff, but the fact is they built this area you can explore, so clearly there's a... You know, you gotta go over here for a reason. Alright, so we leveled up, and now we get an action skill. Death Trap is always, you know... When I was younger, I liked the idea of companions. Like, I played games that gave you stuff like that. And, you know, co-op games in general are just my favorite. So, I loved Gage's character in Claptrap because it was like bringing out a second person. You had a companion with you. It made the game feel less lonely and, you know, more like there was someone there. I fucked myself. I forget with this grenade. I am in the void too. Look at that plaque. But, again, yeah, like... So, like, Death Trap, and in the third game, I would have chosen Flak, but Flak in general was just a character I didn't vibe with, so I went with Mose mainly because getting inside a giant mech to me just felt like, you know, it was nice. It was like, and especially when they made that class where you basically have your mech as a companion, that was what I liked about it in the later games, so... If I do end up playing Borderlands 3 again and starting from the beginning, I most definitely will end up just playing fucking Mose. Never played Borderlands 1 much, but at this point, going back to Borderlands 2 to me still feels a bit dated, so going back to and buying Borderlands 1 to me would just feel a little bit like... I don't know, I don't think I need to do that. Oh, I just wasted all 3 grenades to kill like 2 enemies. See what I mean? This place, it feels like it's made and it's got like a mission somewhere, but it really doesn't. It's just an area they made up. I'll explore it some more. I'm not, this stream's gonna go for a while because of shit like this, but just know I'm just gonna do this just to kind of go out the way. And then when I continue back to the campaign, I'll most likely just stick through the campaign, because I'm really going out of my way here to show... There's nothing interesting, really. It's just, here's an extended area you can go through. The fact I got a legendary right off the bat, I think is just a good thing. So, like, yeah, there's this out here, which again feels like there's something or a reason to be out here. But there's not. The thing about racks, though, is they infinitely spawn, so they're really just going to keep coming at me. I'm pretty sure they have a, like, low XP as well, so they're not exactly going to level you up max. Whoa, look at all those fucking racks on my screen. So yeah, I'm just gonna stream this until I get to a certain point, maybe past Captain Flint, and then I'm probably gonna stop. This is really just a quick stream out of the way. Fireworks grenade is really cool, but does a lot of damage to yourself as well, and it's, you know, not always gonna be good. See, I remember one time I was playing Borderlands 2, and it was one of the first times where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play it online with randoms, I'll see how that goes. And I find a game with a random, like I'm gonna send Death Trap out, but I found a game with a random, and all he did was drop a bunch of legendaries and then immediately, you know, leave. And I thought, why would he do that? And I didn't realize it, but all the legendaries he dropped were all modded to shit, and they were way overpowered, but obviously they were still modded. At some point I need to switch this legendary out. I might not just yet, but I feel like I can't keep using it. It's got to have a use at some point. Alright. There's a certain one. This is the one I want. As long as my magazine's full, I regen health. Now, I'm not someone who essentially, you know, most people build characters in Borderlands and stuff. I think, okay, well, yeah, here we go. So this is one of the reasons to explore. You'll find chests like this. Now, as far as weapons, it doesn't have much. But Flat offer a good assault rifle. You know what? Fuck. Oh, it's a spin one. Well, I'll keep it anyway. But you know what I mean. So this is another reason why I mentioned exploring is good, because you don't know what you're gonna find. And again, that chest could have better stuff, could have worse stuff. The point is, you just gotta take a chance. So we're gonna move on. And we're gonna actually do the fucking mission that we came here for. This is the reason why I think this might have been a bad choice. It spins up. It takes a while. I'll switch back to the pistol because, again, I don't think I need to get rid of it just yet. See, and another reason, I point to there, it clearly points to there. So the game's like, hey, there's something over here. So that's what I mean. It's like this game deliberately throws stuff like that in front of you to do. And it's up to you if you want to take out the time to do it or not. Midgets. In this game, they always have the funniest shit when they die. Or say the funniest shit, I mean. A game I would love to stream is BioShock, but apparently you can't actually stream BioShock through a platform like PlayStation because it just automatically detects there's a game you're not supposed to stream and then stops you. Oh, I am full. $121, $121. Alright, there's got to be a way up here.
You've got an extra fatal bleeding shimmer of new maximum strength! Another victim!
Another reason why Borderlands 3 I like is because in Borderlands 3 they gave you that notification to tell you, yeah, this was a legendary that just spawned, whereas on number 2, you just gotta see the orange light, but again, in some areas you don't see orange, you just see yellow or white. Also, I can't send Death Track back, so when I send him out, he's stuck out, which means if I waste him, I unfortunately waste him. Alright, let's fight this guy. Where did he go?
You looking at my shotty? Don't look at my shotty!
Pretty sure I still got more to do. Ah!
And never
The completionist in me is like, yeah!
Yeah, but none of these are stronger than this, because it's a Torg. Torg's one of my favorite manufacturers, not because the explosive damage is still cool in general, but Torg is just one of the best characters in the game. Alright, where is he? Here he is.
What an unlikely symbiotic relationship. Two deadly creatures cooperating to survive this harsh environment. Also, the midget looks like an backpack.
Alright, did anything drop from him?
This was most helpful to my studies on Bullymong social structures.
Bunch of
Return
shit.
to the bounty board at your earliest convenience.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a lot of good stuff. It's all TDR. Yuck, I don't like TDR. Yeah, the more I play this, the more I realize maybe this won't be a game I commit to streaming. Because now part of me is like, cool, I just finished this mission, but I can't fast travel back to the other places. I've got to manually go there. Which again, the, 3 obviously had the thing where you had fast travel and you could, teleport to them from the map and stuff. At least I'm pretty sure you can't fast travel in this game. Yeah, it just tells you where to go. You don't actually get to... You can put waypoints down, but that's it. Ah, it's probably a good idea I did that, because I've got shit to sell. I'm just going to get rid of everything. I really don't think I need it. Do I not have a higher shield than that? It's only by 6, but still. Either way. Oh, pudding. I really would love to get fast food again, but I'm trying to save up my money for a particular purchase I'm gonna get hopefully Tuesday, so... Knew there were gonna be people there. Alright, heading back. Pretty sure it's been at least an hour almost. So yeah, I'll keep going until I get to a certain point. I don't know when that'll be, but I will get there. Going up the levels pretty well now, though. At least there's that. No, not that.
Exemplary.
Right.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else, I bet you.
Okay, so I feel like there's another one we can do. Unless there's not.
Flint and I had a gentleman's agreement in the past. I give him the loot from the bodies Jack ditches in the glacier. He promises not to torture me for hours at a time. Then he does it anyway. But that ends today. We're gonna take him out, steal my ship back, and sail to Sanctuary. Let's go this way!
Here's what's gonna happen, Vault Hunter. My first mate, Boom Boom, is gonna kill you. Jack's gonna pay us, and I'm gonna play hopscotch in your chest cavity.
That's right. I forgot there was Boom Boom was the first boss.
As in Flash Ripper. I don't have
Not
to
the
tell you
first,
why
the
they're
second
called
boss.
Hey, how did Buckle suck? How's your day been, buddy?
Handsome Jack is always going to be alright. I miss him so fucking much.
Freeze to death out there? No, probably not. Bandits are my day? Been pretty good. Just bought a pony made of diamonds. Yeah, because I'm rich. So, you know, that's cool. Goodbye.
Oh, Jack. Oh, okay, yeah, there was this mission.
We've hijacked the train that runs through the dust. If all goes well, we should get to Sanctuary in a day's time. Hyperion hasn't diverted any troops from New Haven to pursue us, and a sandstorm has devoured their nearest frontier town. We just did... Oh! Damn it! Everyone, get away from the windows!
You've discovered one of Helena Pierce's audio logs. She was a lieutenant in the Crimson Raiders, the anti-Hyperion resistance. I'd be very interested to know what became of her. If you could find the rest of those audio logs, I would be more than happy to pay you for them.
Alright, we'll find the next one.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Jack here.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Pierce.
Well, Miss Pierce, and please don't tell me it's Mrs. Pierce and break my heart. This train doesn't belong to you, so why don't you turn around and face me, pumpkin?
This train was commandeered legally under the...
Holy nutballs! What happened to your freaking face?
Oh, Jesus.
If you got the money, I'll save your gold-earned life. See you real soon, I'm sure.
One of my favorite, Tina's Wonderlands, before it was a big, worldly popularized game, it was a DLC in this game. And one of my favorite things about it in this game was it was one of the best campaign DLCs I've ever fucking played in a while. So especially for this game. And also there was the fact that one of my favorite things on it was the machine for Zed. He was still Dr. Zed. And I don't know why. For no reason. It's not even that funny. But one of the quotes you would hear when you leave the machine is him saying, "Go kill some wizards for me." And it was one of my favorite things about those machines in the game.
Where's your husband now? He's dead. That is a heartbreaker. But you got something in common with him now, at least.
Gage, stop doing that. You ran for 10 feet and you're already sounding like an anime schoolgirl. Right, so the final audio log is that thing there. Hello.
Oh, holy crap! Did you see your head? It was like... Oh my god! Wilhelm, kill these savages. Understood!
Handsome Jack killed her, did he? Shame. A real shame. Please return the echoes to me whenever you are capable of doing so.
Right, so we've done that. That's still something. Oh, I forget. Badass tokens. So in this game you had badass ranks and stuff, which were, things to increase certain attributes and stuff by a little, like health, ammo, shields. What is my badass rank? Fairly fucking high, and I assume that's because of the fucking PS4 / times I've played this game, so, all my stuff is over 10% at least. I don't remember what skills were which. So this is a tree I'll probably put a lot of stuff into. This one definitely. This one would be a good one, but I don't have allies, so I probably won't do it. This one is a good one. That one's a good one. That one's a good one to keep him alive. That's a good one, that's a good one, that's a good one, and that's a great one, especially for giving Death Trap a lot of shit. In these other ones, I never did much in this tree, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care for Anarchy and stuff like that. But, I'll probably do a bunch in this tree too. It's a shame, because I'm not saying I don't think it's worth it. Ugh. And the way Anarchy works is mainly for certain people. I'm just someone who can't, do it properly.
Minion? What have you done? These are human beings with lives and families and... totally kidding. Screw those guys.
Lol. There is a legendary you can get in Borderlands 3, which is based on the Anarchy thing, and it was one of my favorite shotguns because it had a nice effect on it, but again, it was...
That's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
That missed completely. Forgot about slag.
Agree! I can't die hungry. Just one step closer.
Yeah, so you can find a way to get up this, and you can get that chest out. I'm gonna try and do that. Oh, I'm getting tired. Which is good, because I want to sleep for work, because I've got to get up early tomorrow for work, but I also hate because it means I have to go to bed early today. There we go. What do we got here? I'll take them, but I really am using this a bit too much. Like, I should stop using this at some point, but for the moment it's doing good damage.
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's not a sculpture. It's a living horse that actually has potatoes. Actually, I'll go get her. What, Stallion? Here you go. What, Stallion? Say hello. Yeah. Mud Stallion says hello.
He was such a likable villain, like, one of the fucking best.
Light the fuses, bitches! I'm ready to blow!
Looks like you dropped a grenade mine.
Did I kill them both?
To build you an extra arm just for high fives.
I did, shit.
Hell yes! Can't believe you only got third place in the science fair.
See, look at Death Trap, he just fucking obliterates him.
But don't do it until I'm out of the way. Understand?
Okay, moving on.
So, I might have tried to stage a mutiny on Captain Flint's ship before the flash freeze, which explains why his men are currently beating the crap out of me, right, guys? Shut up! Okay!
Ah, piss off, Rack.
So, Claptrap's got a new friend, huh? I gotta say, I missed a little hunk of junk.
I want to
The
bleed
noise
and
his
cry.
grave when we set him on fire brings a tear to my eye.
That's the robot. Love you, bot. Attaboy.
backup torture doll!
Alright. Oh, I don't know whether to sit forward or lean back, either way it...
At the sound of Egan screaming for his life, it will be 2:30.
Gonna drop these whites. What I might do is ignore whites and just go for green and above.
See you again at 2:35!
What's that? 132, 146. I need to stop picking up whites. What have we got? 167.
Almost dead? I can fix that.
Ooh.
Got a proposition for you two. You and Clappy, we are personal torture buddies for life, and we won't kill you. Take it over.
Kick him in the piston!
We can talk this through, right? Yeah, I'll do it for you. Hey, Claptrap, how are you? Oh, I'm fine. I wish you wouldn't beat me up, though. Why? Because it really hurts. Suck it, Flint. My new minion's a bona fide badass. This way.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize my screen was blocked, so I wasn't sure if I was regening health, but I forget. When you're starting off, it's slow, but it increases. Uh-oh.
Come on, minion! On the ammo!
What do you think I'm doing? Alright, where am I going? Up. You hear me, Isaac? You need to go up. I am so stoked for this Dead Space reboot, like... I hate to say it, but I, like most, was so hyped for the Callisto Protocol. And unfortunately, it wasn't what we expected. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say it's the worst game ever. It really isn't. But it's certainly not the type of game I was able to get into, nor was I able to succeed in, so this Dead Space is really going to hit that itch, and it's going to be fantastic. And, you know, the fact that it's the same as, it's going to be the first game, but changed up a bit, as well as, you know, new stuff, and apparently I saw an article this morning that said the ending is completely different. It's got an alternate ending, which has got me thinking there might be a chance that they could do the same thing for Dead Space 2, or, you know, onwards. Wait, why is Claptrap all the way down here? Oh my god, he hadn't moved from that one spot. Damn it, Claptrap.
Protect me, Squire!
Oh, it just reset everything. Okay.
Love you, bud.
That ragdoll effect.
Right on, robot!
So yeah, Dead Space, I'm very much excited for.
Stairs? I can't climb stairs! Let's find another way up. Oh, a crane! Find the controls!
And not just that, but so I'm excited for Dead Space, as most are. However, when I first saw the trailers for Atomic Heart, I think it's called. Atomic Heart, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I thought the trailers didn't mention it being on console, or at least PS5. So now that the game's not only coming out in February, but will be on PS5, that's got me excited as well, because it's a game I looked at, and for all I know, it could be another Callisto Protocol where it might be hyped up and it's not good. But again, I don't see an issue with trying. You know, I feel like it's probably a good idea to try out. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, because it looks great. And then after that, I remembered that there's Dead Island 2 is a game that now that it's coming out after almost 10 years, I'm happy for. Oh, this is the room. Oh yes. This is the room where the fun happens.
Take your time, old
Alright, yeah, okay, Claptrap. Right, now I've got another skill. Flint isn't a hard boss, but he's certainly tricky.
When you think murder, think Marcus Munitions. May it help you kill many thieves. Don't die. I need your business.
Come on out, Flint! Your Claptrap unit has returned!
out your dolls, boys! Let's turn up the heat!
It's Zane's cousin, I think it was. One death trap. Oh, I forgot he's got that armor on.
You're the most fearsome warrior this glacier has ever seen, pal.
Don't worry, baby.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna finally switch it. It's not that, you know, obviously this was still weaker than the other one, but it's good against flesh, and I feel like it's just actually gonna be a benefit.
Now we just gotta get to my ship.
Oh, there's my hood. Pudding. Come to the camera. Alright, moving on. Ah yes, good chest. Just as you can see, a lot of other weapons are clearly better than this, but... I like assault rifles, so I'm gonna take that.
There she is! Me mighty vessel! Lower her into the water, you salty dog! And now, let us set sail!
Right. Malawan rocket launcher. I think it's a shock one too.
The completionist in me is like, yeah!
Right, so...
We're near Sanctuary, buddy. You go on ahead. Tell the locals what we'll require for my welcome back party. I'll stay...
Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. I really don't want to leave shit too late, because I do have to do shit before bed, but... I feel like this is a nice place to stop it, so... For those who did watch, thank you for watching, and I hopefully will see you in the next one.